Hi everyone, this is Rainy, an international lecturer of Greenwood International Business School. I'd like to share with you what measures we are going to take facing the great challenge of COVID-19. COVID-19 is highly infectious. According to the World Health Organization, each infected person spreads the virus to at least 2 other people, with a death rate around 3.4% among confirmed cases. With the escalation of it, political instability, economic crisis, and employment pay cut are affecting countries, communities, families, and individuals. By 17th April 2020, COVID-19 has contributed to 2,182,197 diagnosed cases, with 145,521 deaths globally. Among those infected, some are famous persons and Hollywood celebrities. The British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, Prince Charles, Hollywood celebrity Tom Hanks, and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's wife, Sophie Gregoire Trudeau. Let's check it out what's up in Myanmar. According to facts and figures published in Myanmar Times, number of people being tested for suspected COVID-19 infection in all regions and states of Myanmar is increasing. With the escalation of the situation, grand hotels have closed. Employees returned home jobless. Tour business was stricken by the spread of the virus in major cities of Myanmar, such as Yangon. As a cunning virus, 2019 novel coronavirus uses the fastest and the most effective way to spread from person to person. That is through the droplets. Droplets created when an infected person speaks, coughs, or sneezes. These droplets can land in the mouth or nose of people who are nearby. These droplets are too heavy to travel far in the air. They only travel approximately 1 meter and quickly settle on surfaces. This is the reason person-to-person spread is happening mainly between close contacts. 2019 novel coronavirus can cause signs and symptoms in various human systems. The most infected system is respiratory system. People with COVID-19 may have coughing, sneezing, runny nose, shortness of breath, breathing difficulties, and sore throat. In severe cases, patients may suffer from pneumonia, serious lung infection, and congestion. The combined signs and symptoms in the lungs are called severe acute respiratory syndrome, with an abbreviation of SARS. Some people may suffer from diarrhea, fever, fatigue. Since the whole immune system is rallied to fight against the virus, white blood cells could decrease. Old people or those with underlying chronic diseases may die of kidney, liver, or even heart failure. Why some people die of COVID-19? I'll explain it in the following slide. When the coronavirus enters the respiratory system, it replicates, attacks, and destroys healthy lung cells. This causes inflammation in lung tissue, which is pneumonia. Of lungs, trachea and bronchia form a structure like a tree upside down. The tree trunk is like the trachea, the branches are like the bronchia, and the leaves are like millions of pulmonary alveoli. If you don't like this word, we can call them air sacs. Normal air sacs are dry, which allow perfect ventilation. This is why we don't feel breathing is a hard work. But once the air sacs get inflamed, they will fill with fluid or pus, making it difficult to breathe. The jelly-like fluid makes it hard for oxygen to get into our blood. This inflammation interrupts the transportation of oxygen into the bloodstream. Now, the patients suffer from severe anoxia. of vital organs such as liver and kidneys may shut down due to lack of oxygen. The WHO reported that most COVID-19 deaths appear to be from multi-organ failure. After the 2019 novel coronavirus attacks the air sacs of the lungs, lung tissue begins to stiffen. The heart must work harder to get limited oxygen to the rest of the organs. Not only of lungs are losing function, but also lack of oxygen put a strain on every organ in our body. Long-time smokers, elderly, and people with compromised lungs are especially vulnerable to COVID-19. So far, no effective drugs are available, and WHO predicts a vaccine in 18 months. In rural areas of Myanmar, there could be limited medical resources, facilities, and healthcare workers. So what actions are we going to take in such dangerous time? We need to seek help from our immune system. Human immunity is achieved through the immune system. We can think of our immune system as an army. The army needs barracks, soldiers, and weapons. The immune organs such as thymus, bone marrow, spleen, lymph nodes, tonsils, and intestine can be seen as barracks. The cells that perform the immune function, called immune cells, can be seen as the soldiers. These soldiers are divided into three major troops. One troop is good at close combat with the enemies. It's called T lymphocyte. The immune response that T lymphocyte participate in is called cellular immunity, meaning a cell-to-cell combat. Another troop is good at using biochemical weapons to produce antibodies to kill the enemies. These soldiers are called B lymphocyte. The immune response that B lymphocyte participate in is called humoral immunity, meaning immune functions conducted through antibodies in the bloodstream. In addition to these two troops, there's a special troop. The soldiers are called natural killer cells, which can directly kill virus-infected cells, tumor cells, and cancer cells. From the name, we get an idea that these are very cool immune cells. The weapons used by those soldiers are the immune factors, including antibodies, lymphokine, lysosomes, and so on. Collectively, they are known as immune active substances. Based on how immune system works, Myanmar branch has designed two product packages which provide different dimensions of support to immune system. Package A contains three products, which are Spirulina Plus Capsule, Ganoderma Plus Capsule, and Blueberry Juice High VC. People who purchase this package with 60 PV will be given free gift of two products worth $33, Changqingjing solid beverage and blueberry soybean milk drink. Package B contains 10 products, which are Deep Sea Fish Oil Capsule, Tourmaline Flax, Cordyceps Plus Capsule, Aloe Vera Plus Capsule, Zinc Tablets for adults and for children, Blueberry Anti-Aging Capsule, Changqingjing Solid Beverage, Chitosan Capsule, and Tourmaline Soap. People who purchase this package with 180 PV will be given free gift of 5 products worth $112, including Tourmaline Flax, 9青青 Solid Beverage, Blueberry Soybean Milk Drink, Pro Slim Tea, and Calcium Capsule. In Package A, Spirulina Plus Capsule provides nutritional support. Ganoderma Plus Capsule provides respiratory support. Blueberry Juice High VC is an antioxidant that can control oxidative stress caused by free radicals. The first product, Spirulina Plus Capsule, gives nutritional support to the consumers. Spirulina is consumed by millions of greenwood distributors all over the world due to its nutritional value. It's hailed as a complete food containing all essential nutrients, including carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, dietary fiber, and phytonutrients. Spirulina contains 8 essential amino acids needed by human body. Its vitamin B12 is the highest in plant, which is 4 times of beef liver. Vitamin B12 is a very important vitamin for producing hemoglobin, which is responsible for carrying oxygen to the cells. We all know that carrot is healthy to protect of eyesight because it's beta-carotene content. Beta-carotene is the precursor of vitamin A. Based on how much vitamin A we need, beta-carotene will turn into vitamin A, which is involved in the synthesis of decomposition of rhodopsin, which helps us view the objects in the darkness. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant which protects cardiovascular system. Also, it's important in adjusting the levels of sex hormones in both men and women. Vitamin E in spirulina is 15 times of that in carrot. Its content in spirulina is the highest in plant. Spirulina is considered as a superfood because it also contains 2 phytonutrients. Phyto stands for plant origin. Phytonutrient is a certain nutrient with special health effect from plant origin. A phytonutrient in spirulina is phycocyanin, and the other is chlorophyll. Phycocyanin can improve the immunity and help the body to fight against harmful microorganisms. Chlorophyll can block the formation of dioxin, nitrosamine, and other carcinogens in human body, thus preventing cancer. Why Spirulina Plus capsule is so important to immune system? When fighting with harmful microorganisms, just like soldiers in the battlefield, immune cells are damaged and die. They need high-quality proteins, fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals to provide nutritional support for cell division and differentiation. Greenwood's Spirulina Plus capsule can be recommended to those with imbalanced diet and with gastrointestinal disorders. It's especially ideal for people undergoing cancer, radio, or chemotherapy. But these products must be given before or after radio or chemotherapy. Because when a radio or chemotherapy is on, great amount of free radicals are being produced, specifically targeting on the cancer cells. If you give them Spirulina Plus capsule in this period, which is a powerful antioxidant, it neutralizes the free radicals and leaves some cancerous cells alive. It greatly increases the risk of cancer reoccurrence. Above all, it's an immune enhancer. It can be used for those with compromised immunity. It can be taken 1 to 3 capsules each time, 1 to 2 times in a day. Ganoderma Plus capsule is the key immune supporter. There's 3 powerful ingredients: sporadin broken Ganoderma spore, cordyceps sinensis, and ginseng extract. Ganoderma has been hailed as an herb for bringing back dying to life. Actually, the key ingredient is the Ganoderma polysaccharide, which helps DNA synthesize of T cells. Cordyceps has been proved as a powerful immune enhancer. It not only stimulates lymphocytes to produce cytokines, but also works on neuroendocrine system. So we can see that cordyceps enhance immunity through 3 systems: immune system, nerve system, and endocrine system. Ginseng is rich in ginsenoside and polysaccharide. These 2 active compounds also enhance the phagocytosis of the human reticuloendothelial system and stimulate the production of complements and antibodies in the blood. So we can draw a conclusion that Ganoderma Plus capsule actually covers the health benefits of 3 key herbs. Greenwood Ganoderma Plus Capsule is an essential product to be recommended to those who have just completed chemo or radiotherapy because during the chemo or radiotherapy, the liver cells and immune cells could be dramatically destroyed by the chemicals or radiation. Besides its liver benefits, it's a powerful immune enhancer. It can be taken 1 to 2 capsules each time, 1 to 2 times in a day. Blueberry juice high VC is a very popular product enjoyed by consumers in Africa, China, Southeast Asia, and North America regions, with 4 ingredients including blueberry, raspberry, blackberry, and cherry juice powder. This product has been used by Greenwood distributors as an icebreaker to open a conversation or to start a presentation. Its fruity taste, ruby color, and berry aroma make it a star product among others. The 4 berries contribute rich amounts and varieties of antioxidants, totophenols, flavonoids, anthocyanins, and vitamin A, C, and beta-carotene. They work together as a team to neutralize free radicals produced during intracellular respiration. Blueberry juice high VC is not only a hearty juice providing us vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients, but also a healthy substitute for soda drinks, which have been proved to be potentially related to osteoporosis, diabetes, and obesity. Nowadays, most kids crave for soda drinks. Greenwood's blueberry juice high VC can be a very healthy substitute. Parents used to treat the soda from the kids. Remember, blueberry anthocyanins can relieve eye strain and also boost the immune functions. If you want your kids to be smart and have good eyesight, give them blueberry juice high VC. Package B contains 10 products and gives you 180 PV. Let's share those products one by one. Water is the source of life. 60% to 65% of human body is composed of water. A man can survive without food for 3 days, but cannot survive even for 1 day without water. Water is the top 1 essential nutrient among others. But when we carefully design 3 meals and the healthcare products we take every day, water is what we often neglected. Without healthy water, blood circulation doesn't work. Organs and systems of human body shut down. But what makes water healthy? Now let me share with you 3 main criteria of healthy water. Number 1, water clusters. The water clusters must be small enough. If your house is equipped with water tank, the water clusters are composed of around 60 water molecules. The bottled purified water on the market has water clusters composed of around 30 water molecules. Municipal tap water has water clusters composed of 13 water molecules. In nature, the best quality spring water has water clusters composed of 6 water molecules. This water has higher activity, higher permeability, easier to enter human cells, and participate in metabolism. Greenwood Waterson tourmaline flax, with its tourmaline and ochre, can break the hydrogen bond in between water molecules and turn bigger water clusters into smaller ones. pH value of water. Healthy water is slightly alkaline. The pH value of body fluids in healthy people is between 7.35 to 7.45, which is slightly alkaline. Municipal tap water is slightly acid after treatment because it uses hypochlorite acid to kill the bacteria in the water. Drinking this kind of water for long, it will disturb the acid-basic balance of human body and use up the precious alkaline substances, including potassium, sodium, calcium, and magnesium. The consequence is poor immunity, retarded growth in children, osteoporosis in aged people, and subhealth status in adults. Greenwood Waterson can adjust the pH level of water and make the water slightly alkaline. Number 3, negative ions or anions. We feel relaxed by the waterfall at the beach or in a garden because there are large amount of ions. During off metabolism, plenty of free radicals are produced, and those free radicals could trigger chain reactions and attack of cells. In general, free radicals are positively charged. We need negatively charged ions to neutralize those free radicals to prevent a condition called oxidative stress. Too many free radicals in the body will result in a condition called oxidative stress. It is a cause of many chronic diseases and compromised immunity. We'll talk about this in detail in the antioxidant section. So we can say that Greenwood Waterson tourmaline flax can make your drinking water healthier from 3 different angles. Of cells are wrapped with a semi-transparent, semi-liquid membrane which has a double-layer structure. The cell membrane is constituted by fatty acid and proteins. Greenwood deep sea fish oil capsule is an excellent source of omega-3 essential fatty acid, which are important structural component of cell membrane. Immune cells can be destroyed at the battle against the pathogenic microorganisms. They need to be replaced from time to time. Deep sea fish oil capsule can provide essential raw materials for renewal immune cells. Omega-3 fatty acids have anti-inflammatory effects. Most chronic diseases are consequences of chronic inflammation. Omega-3 fatty acids have been used and positive results have been achieved in the treatment of systemic inflammatory response diseases and acute respiratory distress syndrome. It reduces the fluid secretion in the alveoli in the lungs when inflammation occurs in respiratory system. Once people suffer from respiratory disease, inflammatory exudation could cause difficult breathing. This is a product that can reduce signs and symptoms of respiratory diseases. 2 major essential fatty acids constitute deep sea fish oil, DHA and EPA. DHA is a brain food which improves brain functions, and EPA can reduce the harmful cholesterol and prevent atherosclerosis. 1 to 2 capsules in a day can protect your brain and heart and relieve the signs and symptoms of chronic diseases. You never know how important zinc is until you're zinc deficient. If you notice someone around you are always the first one who catches cold or flu, or with poor eyesight with no obvious reasons, check that person's zinc level. Once of body is lack of zinc, lymphocytes, the immune cells, can't function properly and even can't mature or be activated normally. Just like an army needs commands to be passed from the general to the soldiers, immune cells need to send information to each other. Immune cells that identify the enemies need to tell other immune cells the whereabouts of them and who the enemies are. Such communication relies on zinc to carry out. So lack of zinc disturbs the intercellular communication via cytokines. Once the chain of command is broken, the soldiers don't know what to do. Zinc activates over 200 enzymes in human body. With lowered zinc level, macrophages' ability to engulf the bacteria and virus get weakened, so we are more prone to infections. Zinc is also an antioxidant which battles against free radicals. Too many free radicals result in a situation called oxidative stress. When this happens, immune cells are being attacked and damaged. Zinc is very important to suppress the oxidative stress and to protect of immune cells. Recent reports in both young adults and elderly suggested that zinc supplementation decreased oxidative stress markers, and generation of inflammatory cytokines. We have zinc tablets for adults and for children. Adults take 1 to 2 tablets in a day, and children take 1 tablet in a day. Aloe vera has long been used as natural antibiotics. It was consumed for diarrhea for topical use on skin due to its antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory benefits. Back in 1959, FDA first approved aloe vera ointment as an over-the-counter medication for skin burns. Of course, it's often found as one of the ingredients for many skincare products. Aloe vera gives a soothing, cool, and fresh sensation when applied on the skin. People with constipation find it especially effective as a laxative. This time, it is not the gel, but the latex that provides the bowel benefit. The key compound responsible for the laxative effect is aloin or barberloin, which improve healthy bowel movement. People with gastrointestinal disorders, such as IBS, frequent diarrhea caused by imbalanced gut flora, and those with constipation and chronic infections are especially recommended these products. 2 capsules in a day is recommended for mild disorders. Dosage can be increased with acute infection. Grainwort Cordyceps Plus capsule contains 2 key ingredients, cordyceps and ginseng. Cordyceps is rich in cordycepin, cordyceps polysaccharide, and other bioactive substances. They increase the quantity of immune cells and tissues, promote antibody production, increase the number of phagocytes and natural killer cells, and enhance their functions. A number of studies have shown that cordyceps can positively stimulate the activation of T lymphocytes, B lymphocytes, natural killer cells, and macrophages. Cordyceps was also found to work on T helper cells to kill the virus-infected cells, as well as ensure the immune system doesn't overreact. This function is very essential when cordyceps is used in controlling the inflammation of lungs in COVID-19. After the 2019 novel coronavirus starts attacking the air sacs of the lungs, lung tissue begins to stiffen. The heart must work harder to get limited oxygen to the rest of the organs. Not only of lungs are losing function, but also lack of oxygen puts a strain on every organ in our body. Ginseng, hailed as the king of the herbs, has been used in traditional Chinese medicine for enhancing tolerance of the organs in a condition of lack of oxygen. And as an immune enhancer for thousands of years, the active chemicals known as ginsenoside also work as suppressors for overreaction of immune cells. Cordyceps Plus capsule has been used for respiratory diseases. It relaxes the spasm of the smooth muscles of the bronchus, thus allowing the air pass through. It also reduces the inflammation of the air sacs of the lungs, thus very important in alleviating the symptom of acute respiratory distress syndrome. Cordyceps Plus capsule has been used in combination with orthodox medicine to relieve the symptoms of SARS in 2003 and was proved to be effective. Chitosan is a linear polysaccharide that is usually obtained from the hard, rough outer skeleton of shellfish, including lobster, crab, and shrimp. Before chitosan gained its fame in the world of food supplement, it has been widely used at water purification plants for detoxifying water. It gets spread evenly over the surface of the water, where it absorbs grease, oils, dangerous heavy metals, and other potential toxins. Chitosan is positively charged, so by nature it tends to attract digested fat, cholesterol, heavy metal, and toxic substances which are negatively charged into a large mass. The whole mass will then be eliminated and prevented from being absorbed into the bloodstream. It can also bind certain strains of bacteria and inhibit their reproduction, such as E. coli, Bacillus subtilis, and Staphylococcus aureus. Besides, chitosan is an immune booster. It can significantly increase activity of NK cells. Chitosan has been used as one of the antiseptic agents in wound dressings for wound healing. Research was done to observe the anti-inflammatory effect of chitosan by inducing the corneal burn by alkaline in rabbits. Scientists have observed that chitosan has a strong anti-lipid peroxidation, anti-inflammation, and promoting healing effect in the treatment of acute inflammation of the cornea of the rabbit. Such anti-inflammatory effect is very important in controlling inflammation exudation in respiratory diseases. Oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange not only occur in lungs, but also is conducted inside each of the 60 trillion cells. As long as we breathe, free radicals are produced as the byproducts of intracellular respiration. When we are young, there's balance in the body. We have antioxidants in the body to counteract free radicals. With aging, we have less and less antioxidant, but more and more free radicals. At the beginning, those free radicals attack the cell membrane. When large amount of cell membrane is being attacked, we feel exhausted and low. But no positive diagnosis supports that we are sick. This is a condition so-called subhealth status. If we don't take enough antioxidant, more free radicals will attack the cytoplasm, causing chronic diseases such as cardiovascular diseases and diabetes. If we still allow free radicals to continue their attacks, the nucleus will be attacked. What is inside the nucleus of genetic materials such as DNA and RNA? If our genetic materials get damaged, a healthy cell can turn into a cancerous cell. So oxidative stress is one of the reasons why somebody has cancer. Greenwood has the most powerful antioxidant, which are the blueberry series. Aging doesn't happen overnight. Then one morning we see a wrinkled face in the mirror. It begins at our cells. Once the cell function starts deteriorating, aging sets in. Beyond of expectation, aging kicks off at age of 25. The product standing out during the battle against aging is Greenwood's anti-aging capsule. Blueberry, the star fruit, with its anthocyanins, which neutralize free radicals. The culprit responsible for aging of cells sets the tune for these products. Fructus lychee, well known for promoting longevity, reactivates endocrine glands to regulate hormonal balance and to boost the functions of organs, especially liver and kidney. Radix purare lobate is a legendary herb for hermits and monks who sought for their longevity in ancient China. The flavonoids in this herb cleanse off system with their powerful antioxidant properties. Radix astragalus is widely used in traditional Chinese medicine as an invigorator, which improves cellular metabolism and prolongs the lifespan of human cells. Greenwood Blueberry Anti-Aging Capsule promotes the self-repair of DNA so that reduces the incorrect copy of genetic blueprint into the new cells induced by aging. It counteracts the negative effects of oxidative stress, thus prevents the age-related conditions such as atherosclerosis, dementia, high cholesterol, and high blood sugar. It's a powerful detoxifier. It cleanses of system and maintains healthy metabolism, which keeps our body in a useful status. These products regulates immunity, which is generally suppressed during the aging process. Many chronic diseases, including cancer, are the consequences of a suppressed immune system. The battle against aging is no more than taking measures when facing the challenge. No matter if you wish to boost your immunity or you have any identified signs of aging, or some age-related conditions have visited you silently, it's never too late to start with Greenwood's Blueberry Anti-Aging Capsule. Please be aware that your journey against aging begins at 25. 2 capsules each time, twice in a day, may help you turn back the clock. The latest research found that 70% of our immune cells exist in our gut. The immune cells are protecting the integrity of our gut. When inflammation occurs in the small intestine, tiny holes in the intestinal lining allow undigested food to pass through. This triggers an immune response, resulting in the release of antibodies and cytokines. Leaky gut in combination with an imbalance of healthy bacteria that live in the intestines may worsen inflammation. Gut dysbiosis slows down metabolism, which can cause weight gain, obesity, shifting of insulin levels, and diabetes. Greenwood Changjingjing solid beverage contains 10 key ingredients: resistant dextrine, fructooligosaccharides, and inulin can promote intestinal peristalsis and help healthy bowel movement. Barley grass, dandelion, fructus lychee, and other ingredients with anti-inflammatory effect can repair the damage of the intestinal wall. Herbaceae, Phlox chrysanthemum, and Radix rhizoma glirisi not only promote the intestinal detoxification but also clear the liver toxins. Changjingjing can balance the intestinal flora, promote growth of beneficial flora, inhibit the overgrowth of harmful flora, and provide a beneficial environment for healthy bacteria. For an adult, 1 dose per day for consecutive 7 days makes a complete course. You may repeat the administration course until bloating improved, abdominal girth reduced, and complexion improved. COVID-19 is spread through droplets. When coronavirus carriers sneeze, cough, or even speak, the droplets may land on the surfaces of any object, such as door handles, elevator buttons, or handrails of subways or buses. Touching those surfaces without thoroughly washing your hands may put you at risk of getting infected. Greenwood tourmaline soap kills bacteria on the condition that you use the soap to wash your hands with running water for a full 20 seconds. Beside the 2 packages, I would like to share 4 more products that are included in the free gift. They are 988 solid beverage, Pro Slim tea, blueberry soybean milk drink, and calcium capsule. The first one is 988 solid beverage. Beer, wine, and liquor may help warm up the atmosphere and make us feel relaxed at the dinner table. But alcohol is a toxin to our body. In the liver, with the help of ethanol dehydrogenase, alcohol converts to acetaldehyde, which is even more toxic and dangerous than alcohol itself. This explains why hangover in the following day is more uncomfortable than drunkenness. In the liver, with the help of acetaldehyde dehydrogenase, it then converts to acetate, which is not harmful to the body. Alcohol is not the only chemicals broken down by liver. Most of the chemicals from the pollutant, medicine, food additives, residue of chemical fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, cosmetics are all harmful to our body. They all rely on liver for detoxification. So liver shoulders the responsibility of processing all chemicals for the body. 酒青青 solid beverage improves the detoxification of liver. It also supplements liver with vitamins that are consumed during metabolism. This product provides phytonutrients such as ellagic acid, resveratrol, and sulfur compound, which are powerful antioxidants to neutralize free radicals produced by liver cells. If you want to protect your liver, take 1 sachet of 酒精精 every day. If you want to give an emergency protection of liver when you happen to drink, take 1 sachet before and 1 after alcohol consumption. It's a common sense that milk is a good source of protein and calcium, but some people, actually up to 70% of the world population, could have vomiting, diarrhea, bloating, and stomach discomfort after drinking milk. Milk contains lactose, which needs lactase to break it into galactose and glucose. People who are lactose intolerant don't have sufficient lactase in their intestine, so the big molecules of lactose cannot be broken into small molecules and cause food allergy. If you happen to be lactose intolerant, Greenwood soybean milk drink is a perfect substitute for it because all proteins in these products are from the plant sources, like soybeans and peanut. Rich in blueberry anthocyanins, which are powerful antioxidants that neutralize free radicals, these products can also help protect eyesight and relieve oxidative stress. Worldwide obesity has nearly tripled since 1975. Over half of the worldwide population has claimed a battle against obesity. But dazzling urban life makes our battle tougher than ever before. Finger-lickingly tasty fast food, mouth-watering snacks, couch potato leisure, smartphone-possessed mania. It could be a lifelong challenge to remain slim. If you have claimed the war against extra pounds of body weight, seek help from Greenwood Pro Slim Tea. This natural herbal tea makes your weight loss journey pleasant and enjoyable. Greenwood Pro Slim Tea does more than an ordinary slimming products. Its health benefits range from suppressing your appetite, burning fat, lowering your cholesterol level, to maintaining bowel movement. But do you know that liver could be overloaded with toxins and the immune system attacked by lack of essential nutrients when you're losing weight? Don't worry. Greenwood Pro Slim Tea also helps with liver detoxification. Maintaining slim is a lifelong choice. A safe and natural slimming product could be your lifelong companion. If your New Year resolution is to squeeze yourself into the trendy skinny jeans and the current lockdown, curfew, and home quarantine make snacking a daily routine, then try these products with no harsh ingredients and no drastic side effect. 2 bags of tea every day makes you enjoy every inch down. Talking about calcium, we all know it's top 1 important mineral for bones and joints. But are you aware that calcium is closely related to our immune system? Michael Kahlan, PhD, a distinguished professor and chair of the Department of Physiology and Biophysics at the University of California, Irvine, studied calcium channel of the immune system. His team discovered virus ion channels in T cells. Remember T cells? The soldiers who fight the harmful microorganisms face to face for us. Among those ion channels, many of them are calcium regulated. His group found that calcium signaling is required to enhance T-cell proliferation and stability of the immunological synapses. The group also measured a small but significant inward calcium current, which restores the calcium source inside the cells. Okay, don't get confused by those scientific words. Let me put it in a simple way. They're buttons on the T cells. Those buttons are controlled by calcium. After using the buttons for some time, the calcium inside the cells drops. We need to supplement more calcium into the cells for the buttons of function. You get it? Greenwort calcium capsule can be recommended to people at any age group, especially adolescents, postmenopausal women, and the elderly who need higher calcium intake. It's safe for pregnant women and nursing mothers. Each capsule provides 225 mg elementary calcium. It can be taken 1 to 2 capsules each time, once in a day. Drink adequate amount of water when taking calcium capsule. There are a few tips of how to take calcium capsule. It may cause gas, bloating, and constipation in some people. So spread out the calcium dose throughout the day and take 1 hour after meals. Never take calcium capsule with an empty stomach. People probably think calcium may automatically enter off bones. It's not true. Only through exercise, calcium can be absorbed properly. During COVID-19 outbreak, some preventive measures are suggested to you. Cover your mouth and nose when sneezing. Wash hands frequently with running water and soap. Remember, you should wash your hands with Greenwort tourmaline soap for full 20 seconds to kill the virus on your hands. Clean frequently used surfaces repeatedly with chlorine-containing disinfectant. Avoid close contact with others and keep at least 2 meters distance from the person close to you. Stop visiting crowded public places such as shopping malls, cinemas, and other entertainment venues. You also need to cook meat thoroughly because sometimes meat, poultry, and seafood could be contaminated by the virus. So far, we still don't know how to stop the pandemic of the COVID-19. What we are sure is that it is our immune system that helps us win the battle against the 19 novel coronavirus. Our immune system is our bodyguard. To keep us safe, we must keep our immune system healthy. Okay, thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Take care.